Sports Estimators back again with another video. Today we got Liga MX Jornada 10, and we have you guys' favorite segment, Hidden Gems, and we will also be talking about UCL Round of 16. And today we have a live audience. Special guest.
Our day ones.
Yes, sir, from high school. They are the ones how me and Chuy met. They're in there. You might hear them in the back, so if you guys hear some extra laughs,
it's intentional.
So they are in the audience. So if you guys hear some laughs, it's them. They're our homies. So we're gonna try to intentionally make them laugh, because it is a live audience. So, and we also got Piojo in the building.
Yes.
But he's not gonna come out on video
because Richie,
Chivas didn't.
Baldo, Josie, Steven.
Chivas didn't clear that fool's passport to come over here. All right. Today, Viernes Botanero. Not today, but tomorrow. Viernes Botanero. Mazatlán versus León.
Yes,
Who do you got, Chuy?
I got a tie for this one. León is undefeated against Mazatlán in the last 5 matchups. And León is coming off back-to-back wins at home. But Mazatlán is a competitive team at home, and they're coming off a win against Pachuca last week. So I think they get a favorable result, which would be a tie for them against León.
Okay. It has been 4 years since Mazatlán has won versus Necaxa, and León, like you said, is coming off of 2 wins in a row, but I got Mazatlán with the upset.
Okay. For sure. Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yes, sirski.
All right, next game, Necaxa versus Pumas. Who do you like in this one?
I got Pumas, bro.
Pumas?
Yeah,
Okay.
Even though they just lost against Toluca, which was an incredible match.
Yeah.
Some horrific misses, just like some boy that we used to know would miss in front of goal. But RIP to that fool. Pumas is for sure a contender to the title this season, coming off of, like I said, their first loss. But Necaxa just can't seem to find the rhythm.
Yeah, for this game, I was surprised to see that Necaxa is actually slightly favored
For
against
real?
Pumas. Yeah, and I think part of that has to do with Necaxa winning the last 2 home matchups against Pumas. And bro, this is a gut pick for me. I got Necaxa.
Necaxa, bro.
Yeah.
All right. So if my boy Richie's out there, put 100 on Pumas to win, because
Bro, Richie's right here.
Necaxa haven't kept a clean sheet in 17 games.
Bro,
Yeah, they haven't kept a clean sheet in 17 games, bro.
I just feel like this is a game that, because I was thinking, like, you know how we say, like, oh, there's too many like favorites winning.
Yeah.
So I was like, in my head, I was like, nah, there's got to be an upset here, and I was thinking like Necaxa.
Yeah.
But they're actually not technically an upset, because they're favored by the numbers.
Yeah. So you're talking about,
I'm
like,
going with
you're talking about like when Juarez beat America yesterday.
We'll get there. Relax.
All right. Next up,
your Máquina
Celeste
versus Atlético San Luis. Who you got?
Right. Sitting top of the table in first. When I counted them out, they just seemed to, reel me back in. So, but this team needs to show up in Liguilla rather than showing up in the regular season. And Cruz Azul hasn't lost in their last 10 games across all competitions.
I feel like I have more faith in your team than you do, Loki.
Right now, yeah, but I'm just, I'm not gonna get hyped up until we reach the final.
We?
Yeah.
Oh, you speak French now?
I heard you speak French now.
Bro, but here is your boy Joao Pedro gonna score against?
He is.
He is?
He is. And I have one question for you. Well, 2 questions. Is he the next Guignac?
Oh,
And
hell no.
Who's better right now, him or Paulinho?
Right now?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay, if we're going right now.
Right now.
Joao Pedro
Is better.
But Paulinho as a whole is better.
As a whole, okay.
Yeah. Right now, you have to say Joao Pedro. We got to give the right now backstory, because I just keep repeating right now. Who was right now? Who did you say was better?
I said Sterling right now is better than Neymar.
Oh my god. No.
But this was okay. This was back when Sterling was in what,
like
Chelsea?
I think it was when Pep just took over Barca and he was having like a crazy season. So I want to say like 17, 18 around there. But
It was when he just took over, but no, he took over like in what year was that? No, that was Luis
Pep?
Enrique.
no, I'm saying Sterling. Pep was coaching Sterling at Man City at this point.
Oh yeah, it was when he was
And
Man City.
Neymar was at PSG.
It was when he was at Man City.
And Neymar was getting injured all the time back then. So.
And Sterling was a beast.
Nah, he was good. He was good, but
But right now,
right now,
Joao Pedro is better than Paulinho.
yeah, he's hotter for sure. I think right now Joao Pedro has 9 goals this season, and Paulinho has 5, so he almost has double the amount of goals. So right now, Joao Pedro is more informed, but I think as a player, I think I would still go Paulinho all around.
Okay. Yeah.
But you got Cruz Azul winning.
Oh yeah, I didn't even talk about that. Of course, I got Cruz Azul winning, but I think San Luis is gonna make this a difficult match.
So did Cruz Azul? You know, we didn't record last week, and a lot happened with doble jornada and everything. But a lot has changed since the last time we recorded. Last time we recorded, Chivas was still undefeated.
Bro, like I said,
So is Cruz Azul now the number 1 contender in the league?
nah. But like I said, Liga MX moves fast, bro. But
Yeah,
I think,
especially this season.
yeah.
So right now, as we sit here today, who's the number 1 contender?
March 5th, Toluca is the contender.
Number 1?
Yeah.
They are the only undefeated team left.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
So I could see that. Okay,
So,
I'm not
but-
for sure.
Like I said, I'm not gonna fall into it because I always do. They always draw me back in. I'm not
Yeah.
falling for it.
Okay.
But everybody's in their prime right now for Cruz Azul.
Yeah, I got, and just as to add on to that, I got Cruz Azul winning against Atletico San Luis. I think they're gonna go on a bit of a run here.
All right. Next, we got Los Gallos Blancos versus Las Águilas de América.
Yes, sir. Let me hear your thoughts first on this one, since
So,
you were excited to talk about my team.
people are saying, people are online, they're saying that, America is down bad.
Mm-hmm.
But, bro, they're in 9th place. They're, even though their goal differential is 0, 9 goals against, they're still not that bad. Like, not
Yes.
bad
Okay.
is like sitting
Yes.
bottom 3 of the table.
Okay.
They're 9th. They're 1 spot away from 8th. So
Good take.
So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like as much as I want to be on that side of like these who's fucking suck, these
Yeah.
who's this, that, and the other, they might maybe they make Liguilla by
Maybe.
because you never know.
Nah, they're for sure.
Because
making
they
Liga.
still haven't played Toluca, they still haven't played Chivas, or they already played Chivas. They still
Yeah.
haven't played Pumas, Cruz Azul, like difficult matchups. They've only played
got a
like
couple
a
left.
few handful. So
This next run right here, even though they just lost to Juarez, they have Querétaro on this one, and they got a couple more favorable matchups. But
But if they don't capitalize, then
No, yeah,
that's
yeah,
when I'll be
for sure.
teabagging them. But for right now, I got a tie in this game because they're both astronomical.
a tie
Booty cheeks, yeah.
against Querétaro.
Fuck yeah.
Well, actually, you rated Querétaro. You said this was your surprise team
Yes,
of the
sir.
season. Nah, but I got America
Homie.
bounce back game for America. I'm not hitting the panic button just yet, but I will say there is cause for concern.
There is.
After that Juarez loss, I was like, because my thing is like with America, it's like anytime they lose, people are quick to hate, and I get it,
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like you need to contextualize the loss. And one thing I will say, even though they lost to Juarez this midweek, it was a midweek game. Juarez got like a last minute winner. The lineup that Jardine, the starting 11 that he put out to start against Juarez was disrespectful, bro. That was nasty. Like, they did not respect Juarez, and honestly, they deserved to lose that game with the lineup that they put out. But like I said in our last video, America has a lot of moving pieces, and one thing I am concerned about that I hadn't thought about before is that it's a very short tournament in terms of time because of the doble jornadas that are going to stack up. So that's a little bit concerning because those players need more time to gel together. So I am concerned in that sense. But against Querétaro, I think this is going to be a bounce back game for them.
Bro, and then that disgusting injury to your boy Davila.
That's not, with respect, that's not my boy.
Nah?
Nah. You know how I'm always kind of like hesitant to count players out?
Yeah.
With Davila, I don't think that he's a significant contributor to a title-winning team. I think he's a good player, but I see him more as of a rotational player. And I don't think he should have significant minutes with America if we're going to vie for a title. But I still think he's a pretty good player.
But, well, he's not going to be playing for next year, so...
Yeah.
Let's see where he ends up.
Yeah. But, I mean, we got Zendejas back. He's obviously a key contributor scoring last game. We still got the best winger in the league, Brian Rodriguez, who keeps making noise.
No.
It was better.
Right now?
Yeah.
Marcelo Flores.
He has better IG posts. But yeah, are you good with this one?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, let's move on to the next game. Pachuca versus Puebla.
Bro, Pachuca just needs to decide if they're contenders or not. And that's even though Puebla just beat Tigres.
This is kind of who they are, though, Pachuca. Going back to last season, like, they make a little run. You think, like, oh, okay, like, Pachuca, keep your eye on them.
Yeah.
And then they're just not consistent. And I feel like this season it's been the same thing.
Yeah, that's true.
So for this game, I'm going with Pachuca. Puebla is coming off an impressive performance midweek, beating Tigres. But as I like to say, bad teams usually don't have back-to-back impressive performances.
Yep.
But what I will say is I'm now questioning if Puebla is a bad team. Because, Puebla is actually 10th in the standings. Yeah.
10th?
I was surprised too. They're 10th, so they're making some noise. But I will say Pachuca is undefeated at home to start the season, so I think Pachuca gets the win against Puebla.
I have Pachuca to win too. I don't even think I mentioned it, but yeah, I got Pachuca to win.
But Puebla has some players, bro. Little preview of a hidden gem, but Puebla has some good players. Okay. And shout out my boy Steven.
All right, next.
Couple clásicos.
Clásico Tapatío.
Yes, sir.
Atlas versus Chivas. Fuck Chivas, homie.
I got a couple Chivas fans.
We got some Chivistas in the audience. And Piojo, the one and only.
Majority. 3 out of 4 Chivas fans.
True. All right, yeah. So, who do you got? Or you want me to go first? Who do you got? Let's see.
Honestly, I'm going tie.
Ooh.
I was leaning Chivas.
Okay.
But for me, I feel like Atlas, they're like, I feel like people always kind of count them out because of their reputation, but they're a competitive team. They're currently 6th. They're at home. I think Chivas right now, the fact that a lot of their players got called up for the Mexican national team and these doble jornadas.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the fatigue you're kind of starting to see affect this team because they've dropped results these past 2 games. And Chivas actually hasn't tied so far this season, so I'm picking them to have their first tie.
Okay.
This week.
I see a few heads shaking in the audience, but let me give you a quick note. Atlas have not lost in their last 10 games at home. They have 7 wins, 3 ties. But this is a good opportunity to see what this Chivas team is made out of. This Atlas team is pretty inconsistent though, but for the most part, if Atlas wants to win, they have to dominate in their midfield because I think Chivas lacks in their midfield play unless Brian Gutierrez is playing because he's their best.
My cousin?
Yeah, their best. He kind of looks like he tuned away if he had colored eyes. But that'd be a cheat code though. But
Daddy, chill. That'll make me blush. And it's not just because I'm off the dying shishki. If we have to.
No, we could really keep it running. But I noticed Chivas relies heavily on that, heavy flank play. And that's kind of where you have to beat them. Because their Achilles heel is in their midfield. So if you could lock down that midfield with trash ass also or trash ass Gobea, and because obviously there's not going to be no Romo, but Brian Gutierrez will be their best player in that midfield. What are they saying back there?
Yeah, and one
Romo
thing,
go.
I think with Chivas, we've kind of seen over this last week them kind of come back down to earth because they had a won every game, and now
say it correctly.
One. They had won the game, or they had won every game, and now that we've seen them drop multiple results, they can kind of, because you know how Chivas fans are, they kind of like look for excuses. It's like, the players got called up to the national team, and that's a valid point. But I think if you're a Chivas fan, I think you still have to be very optimistic.
Well, there goes our audience.
Because you still have to be very optimistic, because even though I don't see them as the number one contender for the title, I definitely still think they're legit contenders for the title.
Yeah.
And another thing too is that they're due for a title, because
it's about to be 10 years.
Yeah, exactly. They only win every 10 years. Going back to 97, they won the title, and then they had to wait till 2006. So that's about 9 years.
And in 2017,
that's 11 years. And, obviously we're in 2026. So if not this year, for sure next year. So that's one thing. As a Chivas fan, you have to be optimistic. Like, if not this year, like, it's got to be next year, because it's a guarantee. History tells us that every 10 years.
Remember how hyped they were when they choked at home against Tigres?
Oh yes,
remember we watched that together.
There too. We were
at Piojo's house.
Well, let's hear a Chivas fan take real quick. How do you guys feel so far? How are you guys feeling right now?
Well, like you said, I'm being optimistic, bro. I'm not gonna get my hopes up.
And the other Chivas fan, Josie, you like to speak a few words.
You just gotta be like those Cowboy fans,
That's actually a good take.
And there you have it.
Just kidding. Wrap it up. No, but for sure, yeah. I think all jokes aside, though, they're still contenders, but we've seen them drop a bit, and the concerning thing too is that depending on how many players get called up for the World Cup, it might be a bad time for them. But they're still like a top
3.
I say top 3 for sure. Right now, I think you got to look at Chivas, Toluca, and Cruz Azul as like the biggest favorites.
Yeah, definitely
so far.
All right, next up,
another clásico.
Yes,
Clásico
Regio.
Tigres versus Monterrey. Who do you like in this one?
I got a tie, bro. You don't know what version of Tigres you'll get. They just lost to Puebla.
Yeah.
They beat America. And the Tigres have lost 3 out of the last 4 matchups. Monterrey beat on bottom of the barrel teams. They just got a new coach. And to have a new coach try to coach this type of game,
I think that was kind of crazy firing him at this point.
Nah, you had to get rid of him. Maybe you could have
They weren't doing that bad, though.
But they kind of were, bro. Like, Monterrey fans were just fed up with him because look at their caliber.
That's the thing. That with that many star players, the expectations rise, and a couple bad games, it's like you're on the hot seat. And unfortunately for him, he didn't see through it. But I actually got Tigres in this one.
Ooh, okay.
To your point, Monterrey hasn't been playing well to the point where they fired their coach. I just think Tigres is the better team right now, even though they dropped points in the midweek. But I see it kind of as like a bounce back game for them at home.
Okay.
But moving on to Sunday's games, Toluca versus Juarez. Toluca, the only undefeated team left in the league.
We could just wrap these up, bro. All the home teams to win on Sunday.
Yeah, actually, for sure. For sure.
I got Toluca to win.
Yeah.
And then I got Xolos to win.
Yeah.
But with the way Liga MX is shaped out to be, there could be an upset between one of these two games.
For sure.
So,
because Toluca, still the only undefeated team in the league. They're at home. Juarez, I think, will be a little bit complacent coming off of that win against America midweek.
Definitely.
You know, when a bad team wins, it's kind of like they're good for like the next couple weeks. You know what I mean? And then to your point about Cholos, we talked about how they are as a team at home.
Yeah.
Even though this season, they've been a little bit underwhelming coming off of last season. Both teams winless in their last 5 games. Santos hasn't won at all this season, and Tijuana has only 1 win and 6 ties. But the difference for me is that Santos has given up 25 goals in just 9 games, bro. So Tijuana at home, I gotta back them against this Santos team.
Santos, I swear to God, I thought Santos won a game.
We could check that, but
All right, fact checking you right now.
I don't think Santos has won this game.
Santos has not won this season.
Liga MX, and then it tells you wins.
Let's see. Santos has not won a game this season. They are winless.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Wait.
Yeah.
Draws, wins. Nope, no wins. You are correct.
Yeah, so they've been playing a little bit better, but I'm still not picking them to get an away win, especially in that Tijuana stadium.
Definitely not. All right.
Yeah, that wraps up our picks for this week. Next up, we got Hidden Gem. You want to go first, or
I could go first. All right. Sure. Everardo Lopez de Villar, 20-year-old Mexican center back for Los Diablos Rojos de Toluca. He is another one of our hidden gems that represented Mexico in the U20 FIFA World Cup this past summer. He also debuted with the senior team recently, starting the full 90 minutes against Panama and Iceland. He is very secure with the ball and possession, as well as his passing delivery. His stats back that up, completing 89% of his passes this season. He is also a tactician with his progressive dribbles. He will, if he can possibly make that final roster for the FIFA World Cup this summer. And shout out to the homie Mensch for the recommendation.
Yeah, no, he's a baller for sure.
Sirski, who do you got?
So my hidden gem for this week is Emiliano Gomez, and like you, it was a shout out from one of our viewers. This player had actually caught my eyes when he played against America a couple weeks ago, but one of our TikTok videos did comment and shouting this player out. He's a Uruguayan forward, 24 years old, plays for Puebla. He can play on the wing, or sometimes they put him as a center forward. He likes to drift to the left a lot, and he can score goals in that typical inverted winger fashion where they cut inside and look for that far post to score goals. So as a right-footed player, sometimes they play left wing. He's a complete forward, though, with an aggressive mindset. He's always looking to make a play going forward, which I really like because I feel like that's what you like to see. I feel like that's what's entertaining about soccer, is that players who take risk and, try and be aggressive and take players on. And this player, Emiliano Gomez, is very skilled. He's a good passer and dribbler. He's capable of scoring goals with his weaker foot and with his head. And he's been one of the few bright spots for Puebla these past couple seasons. 12 goal contributions through 25 games going back to last season. And he actually scored a very nice goal midweek from outside the box against one of the best keepers in the league, Nahuel Guzman. So keep an eye out for Emiliano Gomez. He won't be hitting for much longer because he's already been linked to other teams in the league, but he's a very good player with a very bright future.
Okay. I see you, Chewy. That is a hidden gem for sure. All right, next up is our UCL round of 16 predictions. What do you want to do? You just want to be announcing who's going to win between each matchup?
Yeah, I think if we go through each matchup, this would be like long video. So I think we could just do a quick recap.
Yes,
I think if I just rattle through all of my picks and then you rattle through all of yours, and then we'll kind of talk about like the key matchups, I think. All right.
Quick
So
parlay from my boy over there. Quick, nice shout out to the boy Waldo in the back.
all right. So PSG versus Chelsea, a FIFA Club World Cup rematch
Yes,
of the
sir.
final. I'm going with Paris, PSG. Galatasaray versus Liverpool. This is a potential upset alert because we know Galatasaray has one of the most hostile home environments in the world, but I just don't have the
To
pick to pick them. So
Liverpool?
I'm going with Liverpool. Madrid versus City. I'm going with City. Atalanta versus Bayern. I'm taking Bayern. Newcastle Barca. I gotta go with Barca. Atletico Madrid versus Tottenham. I'm going with Atletico Madrid. Bodo / Glimt. Like, bro, this
crazy upset, bro.
yeah.
Crazy upset.
versus Sporting CP. And, for that reason, bro, I'm just going with them, bro.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
And Leverkusen versus Arsenal. I'm taking Arsenal.
Okay.
How about you?
All right, so like you said, PSG versus Chelsea rematch. Picking PSG. Galatasaray versus Liverpool. Damn, this one's hard. I'm picking Galatasaray as well. City versus Real Madrid. Fuck that, bro. Hala Madrid. I'm picking Madrid.
So you're back to being a Madrid fan?
Yes, sir. I always was. Shout out my tocaño, Franco Mastuño.
Mas Antonio?
Oh, Mazatlán, my bad. The Holionski hidden.
Where he been at, though?
I've been there.
No, him. He's been lucky
that
AWOL.
fool's been. Yo, I saw a tweet that said, "Si el Febrero, whatever that day he scored that free kick, no había tanto viento, that fool would have been in Monterrey right now." But Atlanta versus Bayern, bro, pick Bayern for every matchup. Newcastle versus Barca. I think they'll close out this game in Newcastle. This is gonna be a very hard matchup, though. But I got Barca winning
Okay.
slightly. Atletico Madrid versus Tottenham. Pick Atletico Madrid because Tottenham is about to get relegated.
That's crazy.
Bodo Glimt versus Sporting. Pick Bodo Glimt. And then Bayern Leverkusen versus Arsenal. Pick Arsenal. So the parlay for the fellas in the back.
Yes, sir.
All right, so to advance. PSG, Arsenal, Bayern, Barca, and Atletico Madrid. Hit the GM for who's gonna win each matchup. Next week.
I like that parlay because all the other ones I'm not completely convinced.
Yeah.
Because Real Madrid, City, Galatasaray, Liverpool, Sporting CP, Bodo Glimt, I could see those going either way. To your point. But low key, I feel like the game to look out for in terms of upsets, I think, is Galatasaray versus Liverpool, because we know Liverpool has been struggling. But I think, as far as like the most attractive game and the matchup that's the most, I think, is going to be entertaining to watch is Real Madrid versus City, because there's been a little bit of a rivalry between these two teams in Champions League these past couple years.
And they're always around a fucking 16, bro, which is some bullshit.
Yeah.
Fuck Arsenal, though. I hate the terrorist football that they play, and I hope Bayern Leverkusen brings peace to everybody.
Yeah.
I hope that's one of the biggest upsets of this UCL championship.
I'm not going to lie. It would be very
UCL
comedic
championship.
seeing Arsenal knocked out in the Champions League very early on.
No, of course. And I think that's a good way to wrap it up.
Yes, sir.
Talking about Arsenal ball, because that's the most horrific ball I've ever seen.
Who would you say is your number one contender, though, right now for the Champions League, real quick?
It's between PSG and Barca.
Okay.
Or Bayern.
That's
low
music
key.
to my ears. Bayern,
Bayern low key. Top three.
Yeah.
PSG, Bayern, Barca. Who wins? I think Bayern out of all three of them.
Really?
Bro, Bayern.
Yeah, no, they're
Fucking mops the floor with everybody in the league.
They're just a machine, bro. They play that German football, and Kane is
He found his form.
Kane might be historically underrated.
Might be.
because he's just like a very, very complete.
If he wins this trophy, it solidifies his career.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
He has to win this trophy for his sake. And
One
for London to bring it home.
one topic I think for another video would be Rooney or Kane. That's a good one. But
I mean, Rooney.
for,
I never seen Kane score a back heel or a bicycle kick in a classic.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's a tough one though, because I think resume you have to say Rooney because of all the accolades as a team and stuff, but as a player, like skill for skill, you gotta. I don't know. You gotta think about it. I think you gotta think about it at this.
You can't wait. CR7, man.
Alright.
I was like in love with that fucking league.
The homies are eating Wingstop behind the camera. The homie was trying not to make noise.
This is I was like,
Steve was like,
Alright, we can keep this part in. Alright, this is a good way to wrap it up.
yeah, for sure.
Alright, there you go. There you guys have it.
Alright, guys.
Jornada 10.
Yeah, thank you guys as always for another Sports Estimators video.
And our UCL round of 16 recap with our first live audience. Hopefully we could do one of these with a bigger crowd. Let's go. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Make sure
And
you guys
as always, don't quote us.
follow. Unless we're right. Peace.